How's it going everyone, I'm Martin and welcome back. If you're watching this video, you've probably completed the Ascendant challenge bounty in the Dreaming City and have completed the Oracle offering and are now on to the step, the bounty, where you have to kill 4 Ascendant Knights. And so in this video I'm just going to be showing you how you can do that quite easily. So for this bounty, you'll have to go back into the Ascendant challenge, into the Ascendant realm, after you drink the Tincture of Queen's Foil, and the knights that you have to kill are those Abyssal Champions, those big creepy dudes that chase you around in the dark. Now the problem is they have a lot of health, and so it takes a while to kill them, at least for us right now. Maybe in a couple of weeks it might be easier, once everyone's a lot higher light level, but for now it takes quite a while to kill them. And so to do this, you're going to need to find a place where you can camp and just slowly chip away at their health. Obviously I'd recommend doing this with 3 people to speed things up, but it should just be possible solo. It just might take a while and take up a lot of ammo. You'll probably also want to equip the Whisper of the Worm for this as well. So once you're back in the Ascendant realm, go around destroying all those blights as you normally would, because if you don't destroy them, the knights will actually regenerate their health. So go around, destroy them, make sure you don't die whilst you're doing this, although if you're doing it with other people and you do die, you can just hop straight back in, but if you're doing it solo or if everyone dies, then it resets your progress. So do that first. Once you've done that, you'll want to then try and find a place where you can stand on some kind of object, somewhere where the knights won't be able to reach you. We managed to find a really good place for this. There are these pillars, these destroyed half pillars that you can stand on top of, and once everybody's stood in a place where they can't be touched, it'll cause the knights to just kind of stand there and freeze and they won't do anything. I would try and give you directions to find the pillars, but because the place is so dark, it's a little bit difficult to actually see where they are straight away, so just run around for a bit and see if you can find them on your own. If not, there are also a bunch of trees around the area which you can stand on and that'll work too. Either way, just some kind of object where you can see the knights but the knights can't reach you. As I said, this will then cause the knights to just stand there and they won't be able to do anything. Every now and then they will teleport away, but they'll just come back a few seconds later, and at this point you can just start chipping away at their health. Whisper of the Worm is really good for this, of course, because it's basically infinite ammo and it does a lot of damage, although if you don't have Whisper of the Worm or if you've run out of heavy ammo, if there's 3 of you, primary weapons will also work to chip away at their health, although of course it'll take a while. Use buffs such as the new Warlock's Well of Radiance, or the Empowering Rift, or Night Stalker. I wouldn't recommend something like Melting Point because that means actually having to go up and smack the boss, and for the most part these knights will one-hit kill you. Now, one weird thing I noticed whilst I was doing this was that whenever I popped my Well of Radiance for that extra damage and used my Whisper of the Worm, I wasn't actually getting my ammo back whenever I got 3 headshots in a row when I was supposed to. I'm not sure if this is intentional, I may need to do some more testing, but it didn't seem to be giving my ammo back whenever I got 3 headshots whilst using Well of Radiance. My first guess is that Bungie did this on purpose, just so that way players can't do stupid amounts of DPS. So just something to note here. Anyway, once you've killed all the knights, you may find that there's only 3 of them, so you'll actually have to reset this, so you can just do that by dying and leaving the Ascendant realm. Then you can just go back in. You will need to kill the blights again because it resets the whole thing, but it's basically just the same process. Kill the blights, find a place to stand, and chip away at the boss until they finally die, and that is how you kill 4 Ascendant Knights. Now, one of the rewards for completing this bounty is a Transcendent Blessing, and this is an armor mod that you can apply, and that will cause you to deal more damage to enemies in the Dreaming City. Now, this is actually really good because if you've got any of the armor for the Reverie Dawn set, it will show that there is a modification for it called Riven's Curse, and whilst that allows you to deal more damage to enemies in the Dreaming City, you also receive more damage. Whereas this one, this new Transcendent Blessing, that will allow you to deal more damage without taking any more yourself. Although personally I think it would be worth saving these Transcendent Blessings, don't use them yet, because it might actually come in handy for the raid, so I would wait until you're at your highest possible light level before the raid, and then apply it to whichever armor you're going into the raid with. Anyway, I do hope that you guys found this guide useful. If it did, please leave a like on the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. In case any of you wondering where the videos are, I'm currently focusing on grinding up my characters and getting to a high light level so I can be ready for the raid, and then seeing what I've got afterwards to work on for videos. So they will be coming, just I'm working on my characters first. Let me know in the comments how the grind is going for you guys. Have you got any exotics yet? What's your current light level? Any god worlds? Do let us know. As always, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.